Okay, good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday morning, December the 14th. So just a little over a week until Christmas. Actually, it's Tuesday. It's not Wednesday. The hell. Yep, it's the 14th today, Tuesday. Hanging with JD. Good morning, JD. Mike. Just going to put up here the link at the top for anybody that wants to join the panel. Yeah, it's Tuesday. I don't know why I thought it was Wednesday, but it's Tuesday. I just looked up at the calendar. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. So, JD, you were first and Mike is second this morning. Yeah, overnight it was brisk, chilly. I don't know if anybody got a chance to have clear skies. Supposedly there was a meteor shower last night or early this morning. I guess 2:00 a.m. was prime time. Obviously, I didn't partake in that. I just wondered if anybody did. Anybody going to go fly today? The weather is cold here, but it's still not windy yet. So we'll have to wait and see how that pans out. So more chaos overnight. The devastation down from those tornadoes is just horrendous. Man, you know, a lot of people lost their lives, and there's still over hundreds of people they say are possibly still missing. So that's not good. Hopefully they'll get that worked out, straightened out. I'm going to show you my little squirrely buddies. I just threw some peanuts out to them. They're out there having their good time. And the sun is starting to come up. So it's going to be a, I think, sunny, but a little bit hazy. Yes, it is terrible down there. You know, with Christmas now just a little more than 10 days or so away. Today's the 14th, so that means about 11 days away. I hope everybody, Christmas this year is on a Saturday. Christmas Eve is a Friday. So, but I think with the present conditions going on, a lot of people aren't going to be doing the big gatherings like they used to. I'm sure some people will. But now they're, they keep coming up with more and more of these variants. So it's, you just don't know. You don't know what to think. Yeah, 12 days till Christmas, I guess. Andrew, good morning to you. And Bill, Newfound Drone Productions. Hi, how are you this morning? The winter is just become upon us here shortly. And then we're going to, hopefully there'll be a quick spring, not a late spring, but I'm hoping for a quick spring. Oh, let's see who rang my bell. Curtis, good morning, Curtis. You should do a morning news. Well, you could always pop in here and be my morning news man. Yeah, what's topping the news right now? I know the stock market is trending down. California police investigate a serious death outside of outside the Tesla plant. There's a police in California investigating a potential homicide outside a Tesla factory in Fremont Police Department. Said first responders were called to the Tesla building just before 3:30 p.m. Monday, according to the statement. Oh, 12-hour workday. Yeah. Paul Hodges reports that there's frost on the pumpkins this morning. Yeah, he's up getting ready probably to do a school run. Bill's up with us this morning, and so is Mike and JD. In fact, JD was first today. All kinds of good things going on. I can give you guys a quick little look what's happening around the world here. Mia's over there raising heck. Here's live from Santa Claus Village over in Romania. The tourists are out and about and they're having a good time. At Santa Claus Village. That is a live stream that anybody can pick that up. It's live at Santa Claus Village. and they have a live cam there, and everybody seems to know it. And they're all looking at their phones because they're probably looking at themselves, or else they're taking pictures. As far as things going on the Great Lakes, let me take a look at, see what's going on there. Not a lot going on right here locally. Here's the marine traffic in my area of the Great Lakes. There's the Calumet is upbound. Earlier this morning, the John J. Bolin went through. Down here is the Thomas R. Morrish is headed for Sheboygan, Michigan. I think that's probably a tug barge combination, a smaller one. But there's not a lot right here close. You get up a little bit further up, and there's some ships up here. The bigger ships, the Barker is headed up to Superior. It's just getting up to the top of the thumb. There's CSL Wallen headed for Thunder Bay. So there's a few big ships up there. There's the Mesabi Miners just getting ready to wind up here to get to the locks, Burns Harbor. Yeah. And over in Superior, there's a few ships around there. Probably trying to get the last of their cargoes before about the mid-January is when they shut the locks down. The locks here at Sault Ste. Marie. Here's locks here. Those are the locks at Sault Ste. Marie. And then the next set of locks that'll close up is down over here. In this area. As they head out for the ocean. Yep. So there's, bottlenecks, different places along here on the St. Lawrence Seaway. So there's quite a few ships up here. And of course, worldwide, if you look at the ship traffic, it's incredible. All kinds of ships. So no, Curtis, I haven't thought about doing that yet, simply because I just haven't. I got my old mind doesn't seem to comprehend exactly how to do everything, and then I don't have a lot of frustration, resistance. I get frustrated. And when you're flying, as you well know, you want to concentrate on your flying, not on whether you're transmitting or whatever. And I go by myself. If I had somebody else along with me, that'd be different. But to this point, I haven't taught Mia how to do anything electronic. Right, Me? What you doing? Come here, you goof. So no, but that's, other people I'm sure are doing lives from their drone. Curtis, is that something that you're doing now, or of course you could do also lives from your underwater drone, right? It's your submersible drone. But what would be nice if you did that. JDS is off to bed. Okay, JDS. If you're submersible, it'd be nice to have a running commentary, and if you had somebody that really knew the aquatics, what you're looking at, that'd be kind of cool too. But you probably wouldn't have to do that live. You could formulate that, put it together, and just post it. But that would be cool too. Yes, my pupper dog, she's my co-pilot. She goes in and she sits up there in the front seat of my Tahoe and just kind of keeps an eye on everything. So I hope everybody's doing well here. That's Tuesday morning. For some reason, I thought it was Wednesday, but it's Tuesday morning. So just shows what I know, right? But I just, I come on here simply because I know there's a lot of people that are looking maybe for some place to check in or just say hello or see what's going on. And I understand, living alone with my little pupper dog here, that sometimes we need a little interaction or just somebody be around. Oh, okay. Curtis has gone live from the ROV. All right. Okay, Curtis, you have a great day at work. Hey, Ron, how are you this morning? What are you up to? I figured you'd be at work this morning. Are you hanging out this morning, not going to work, Ron, or are you just kind of in between, working off your phone? Well, yes, Bill, and I feel exactly the same way. I look forward to coming on here and just chit chatting, and it doesn't have to be on the screen, but that helps. I know some people are reluctant to come on the panels, and I get that. And it's kind of like our friend Dave Ennis out there. He's got his severe health problems, and he can't sleep very good at nighttime, so he sleeps on and off in the day. And hey, here comes Ron.
Yeah, as soon as I switch cameras. Hang on, I gotta switch cameras.
Okay.
There, is that better?
Yes. Yes.
How you doing?
I thought maybe you'd be at work today.
No, I work nights, man. I've been home since 6 o'clock this morning.
Oh, okay. I don't know what made me think that you were working days.
Oh, no, I start working at 10 o'clock at night until 6 in the morning. Every day.
Do you ever get used to that?
Oh yeah, you get used to it after a while because don't tell anybody, but every once in a while I get to have a little cat nap.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, you got to make it work for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bill, I'm not sure where Dave Ennis is this morning. He might be sleeping or napping on and off. It's kind of like my dear friend Lenny. She sleeps in because she doesn't sleep so well either. So it's usually about 9:30 or 10 o'clock. I hear from Lynn if she's up and about. Sometimes she just likes to lurk in the background.
And good morning, Phantom Hodge drones, and good morning to everybody in the chat. There, I covered everybody.
Yeah, the JD was the first one in this morning, and followed right afterwards by Mike Henrik. So, yeah, you just and if everybody wants to please hit the like button, that'd be appreciated.
I knew I forgot to do something.
Oh, oops. I'm famous for that,
Oh
yeah. Because you have one focus, your mind's you're going here, but you forgot to tap, yeah.
Oh. Well, at least the weather's been good. No snow.
Yeah. Yep. So far, so good. Yep.
Yeah. But I got a funny feeling the snow is coming.
Yes.
Soon.
Exactly. Well, Bill, I'm sorry to hear you don't sleep so well at night either. I got leg issues and back issues, and so I get a couple 3 hours, and then I have to. Well, of course, in the meantime, then you have to go and run the water, and then come back, and
right.
By the time you go back to sleep again, I go through electric blankets like they're going out of style. I don't know why I get these electric blankets. They'll warm up and then they'll go on kind of a hold and they don't stay warm. And so then you have to screw with the dial and it starts up again. And
oh yeah.
And I because I can't sleep in a bed. I sleep in a power recliner. And so I have a single size electric blanket I put over top of myself, and my feet get cold, and then I have to go and play with the dial. But I've got probably 4 or 5 electric blankets over here that don't work any longer.
Oh.
It's usually the controller that goes bad. I don't know whether it's the internals or not, but the controllers seem to give up on me.
And good morning, hanging with JD. How you doing? Good to see you, JD.
And AZ's here. Good morning.
Yep. Yep. AZ, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you.
Yep. Yep.
I was going to say, instead of spending money on an electric blanket all the time, just get yourself a girlfriend.
Been there, done that.
Oh, I've been there, done that. Okay.
That's something that costs you money over and over and over and over.
It's funny how that happens, isn't it? Because that stuff ain't for free.
Yeah, and over until they move on, and there you are with half or a quarter of what your bank account used to be.
Yeah, exactly.
And those memories don't keep you warm at night either. So
no, I know. A friend of mine told me that. He says, I get it for free. I said, not for long. You just wait and see.
Right. There is what does our grandparents used to tell us, Ron? There's no free lunch, son.
That's right. Sooner or later, it's going to cost you money. It's like that Fram commercial. You can pay me now, or you can pay me later.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. And but yeah, it's
yeah, I caught your last drone video when you were flying around the ship and then the nice sunset, the music. I like that. That was nice.
That was I did that last evening.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I try to if I fly drones in the daytime or in the evening, I'll stay up until I get it posted, because to me it's an event that, because I know that a lot of the guys on the ships had tell their family, hey, go check this out because we just went through Port Huron and here's the video of it or whatever.
Right.
Where, there's other things that happen that are not time sensitive.
Well, once I start crossing that bridge, I see a drone flying around. I'll wave up my truck as I go
There you
over the
go.
bridge.
There you go.
Or hold the sign. I'm going, hey, Paul.
Yeah. Yeah, the bridge has been really busy on and off lately. Sometimes they're lined up all the way across, and other times when I'm flying, there is just periodically a truck going or a car.
Yeah, it comes. I guess it goes in spurts here and there. So
Yeah.
I'll find out once I start crossing. Once I see that line, I'm going to go, here we go again.
Yeah.
Hello, Andrew Merritt. Good to see you.
Andrew Merritt. Don't
Merritt. Sorry, Merritt.
Welcome, Andrew. Yeah, so it's
I haven't even flown my drone. I think it's been a couple of months since I've had it up.
well, what you end up doing is usually if you get in a cycle of doing it, you just do it. But in your case, you're off in the daytime, which is good.
Yeah.
But at some point in time, you got to get some sleep, getting ready to go back in again.
Yeah, I usually go to bed around 9. Then I'm up in between anywhere between 3 and 5.
Yeah, yeah.
Then I only have a few more hours before I have to go to work. So
Right. Yeah, you got all those things that you say, oh, I'm going to get that done tomorrow. I'm going to get that done tomorrow. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So are you planning on moving at all, or are you staying right put where you are? Or?
Well, eventually I'll be moving.
Because I kind of thought you'd mentioned once before that in the future you were going to maybe move across the border or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Well, good. I just, the older I get, the more set in this is it. This is my domain,
Right. I figure really you're never too old to have a change every once in a while.
Oh, I think you do get to an age, a stage. This June I'll be 70 years old, and it's like I'm not looking to change anything. In fact, I got to
I'll be turning 60 this coming Saturday. So.
Yeah, little Llama Laura is in the house.
Hi, Laura.
I keep missing her. She has a show she does from across the pond.
Mm-hmm.
She does it every day at I think it's 2:00 Eastern time.
Well, every once in a while I catch her and actually go fishing. I catch her and we stop in there and say, hey, how's it going?
Yeah. Yeah, she gets quite a little bunch going in there too, and some days they play this game thing. I don't get it, but because she always invites everybody. Well, if you want to join the game, whatever, go ahead. And it's like I looked one time and I couldn't figure it out, and I said, nah, that's okay. So I just kind of sat in the background and watched, But yeah, Laura does a lot of the reaching out to give people a place to go and chit chat and carry on and do the thing, and that's very therapeutic, Yeah, that's Laura says that's 7 p.m. UK time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I just pop on every morning that I can, and if I've got nothing particular going on, like no major ships or anything, just pop on and talk, chit chat for a while, and we'll see how long it goes. And if it's a short one, it's a short one. If it's a longer one, it's a longer one.
Oh yeah.
But I also found that it helps to pin up to the top the link if anybody wants to join. And
yeah, I seen the link. I thought, well, all right, I'll come up before I have to go to go to
Yeah.
sleep. I got half hour or so I can spare.
Yeah, because if it's a bad person, you can just bop them out of there,
Well, yeah, exactly.
Because I've had a lot of people say, "Well, aren't you afraid?" No, not necessarily. I'd rather have the company than not.
Yeah. or basically you can bring them up and have some fun with them.
Yes, yes.
You know.
Yeah, Laura says they play games most days just to pick on Welsh Rob.
Yeah, I know Rob's always over there.
Yeah. Yeah. Laura, how's Rob doing? I know he hasn't been feeling good the last couple of days. Is he doing any better or about the same? Rob's got his own medical issues, like a lot of people, and
Mm-hmm.
he's been having a hard time go with it.
Yeah, I talked to my doctor the other day. He called me up because I went for an ultrasound. He says, "Yeah," he says, "all the arteries in your throat look good. Everything looks good. How you feeling since your heart operation?" I said, "I feel great." He said, "Oh, good. Lots of energy." I said, "Oh, yeah." He says, "Well, just keep doing what you're doing." Talking about my cholesterol was down and everything else. Everything's in good shape. I said, "Great." He said, "Yep." He says, "You're going to live forever." I said, "Geez, I hope not." So that was beneficial having that heart valve repaired. So
Yeah, exactly.
that was a good thing. It's the best move I ever did. Of course, um, didn't feel a thing when I was under the knife because I didn't realize they killed me. Had to stop the hurt in order to get it fixed. It's kind of hurt
Yeah.
to repair a valve when it's going ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom.
Well, Laura, you make sure you say hello to Rob for us when you talk to him.
Yep. But when you come out of the operating and you start to wake up from all the sleeping potion they give you, boy, I didn't realize I was going to be in a whole lot of pain afterwards. I was in a lot of pain. That hurt.
Yeah, because they always wait to give you that pain med.
Well, the pain meds that they were giving me, well, we just gave them some. Yeah, but that was 2 hours ago. It ain't working. I need something stronger.
Well, also they don't want to over medicate you because they have to be able to check and see how you are reacting.
Yeah, yeah. I know.
If they brought you out in twilight and left you there for a while, it's like, well, is he better or isn't he better? Or
my breathing capacity was, kind of shallow. She says, "You feel like you got a lot of fluid in your lungs?" I said, "Yeah." I says, "Well, you got to cough it out." I said, "It hurts when I cough."
yeah.
But I had to. Oh yeah, I was coughing up all kinds of stuff. It's just like, ugh, but it hurt.
Yes.
Even when I got out of the hospital, I was sore for a few days because they went in through my side. They didn't crack my chest open or anything. They went in through my side, right, and did the little.
Yeah.
And of course, they spread your ribs apart, so then they naturally come back. And if you sneeze, you feel a snap, and oh, that hurt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there isn't anything good about any surgery as far as but
no.
hopefully time, I find, Ron, I don't know if you've noticed it, but when we were younger, time seemed to almost stand still. The older you get, it goes faster and faster.
Yeah, it does speed up. It seems the older you get, the faster it's going by.
Yep, exactly.
That is true.
Yeah, because in my memory, it just seems like it was summertime.
Yeah.
Here we are rolling into the middle of wintertime pretty soon, and Christmas. And some of the things that I planned on doing in the fall around the house never got done.
Right. I still remember my 50th birthday party felt like it was just yesterday or something, like for a year ago. It's just like, oh, damn, I'm 60. It's been 10 years since then. Okay.
Yeah, well, I think back now, especially with some of the younger people on the panel, and they they talk about, being 20, 30 years old, and they starting to feel old, and I'm thinking back, oh man, you have no idea.
Yeah, you wait until you get our age
That's
and
right.
tell me how you feel.
A lot of people say, boy, I wish I was young again. And the caveat that I always say, yeah, it'd be nice to get your youth back again, but I don't want to be that stupid again,
Yeah, sure enough, you'll make the same mistakes again, right?
Yeah. History repeats itself.
Yeah, that's exactly right. There you go.
Hey, Jake, how you doing? Welcome, welcome.
Hello, Jake. Good to see you. Cheers. Yes, I'm having a beer. Why? Because this is my afternoon.
That's right. It's actually almost your evening, isn't it? You're going to go and hit the rack here pretty soon again.
Yeah, pretty much. Of course, when I wake up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it's my morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what happens when people work nights. Everything's all reversed, right?
Yeah.
So I like it, especially in the summertime. I come home at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm sitting up on my back deck drinking a beer. My neighbor's going, "Hey, Ron, it's a little early for beer, isn't it?" And I just got home from work.
Yeah. Exactly.
This is my evening. Leave me alone.
Little Amalora says she feels old today, but she's also so tired.
I don't feel as tired as I used to be anymore since I had that valve repaired. Boy, it's given me a lot of energy.
Well, good.
It kind of recharged my batteries.
Good.
Basically, is what it did.
Good.
So,
Good for you. That may it also changes. I find people that are what I call a little snarky.
mhm.
There's an underlying reason they're snarky. In most cases, it's like their back hurts, their knees hurt,
Right.
things aren't going the way that they should be, and so their outlook on life is not rosy.
Mm.
Oh, he just got his Mavic 3 Fly More combo for an early Christmas present. Good for you, Jake. Good for you.
Boy,
Santa Claus
boy.
was good to you. Yep.
Yeah, somebody was a really good person.
Yep. Yep. Or it's a present to himself. As
There
we
you
get
go.
older, that's what usually happens. We buy things, and then we buy things, and I don't know if you do it, Ron, but I say, oh well, it's almost Christmas time, so I deserve it. So
Yeah, you got to find a justification somewhere of spending that kind of money and say, "Oh yeah, it's my birthday coming up. Oh wait a minute, it's Christmas."
That's right. And I look over at Mia, and she stares up at me, and I say, "Thank you, Mia." Jake says he doesn't think he was a good boy this year.
Oh, but he spent the money anyways.
Yep.
uh,
So do you have any special plans for the holidays for you? Now, Ron, you of course you get a few days off at Christmas, don't you?
yeah, I'll have a few days off.
Yeah.
So. And then after the new year, well, after I get the house sold and everything, then I'll be going back on the road. So
Yeah. Hey, Justin, how you doing? Drones 863 is Justin.
hello, Drones 863. Good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, Bill says he wish he had could afford to buy a new one, but the Air 2S serves me well. So I have to be grateful for what I got, I guess. Well, I'll tell you what, out of all the drones I've had in my lifetime, the my go-to favorite one used to be the Mavic 2 Pro, before that, the Inspire series, but
Mm.
that Air 2S, I'll tell you what, it just amazes me. I put that up in 30-mile-an-hour winds. I put it up and fly it, and it just flies absolutely perfect. That Air 2S is what I did that night shots with the ships.
Oh, yeah.
That's become my go-to drone, and I use the smart controller with it, which makes it easier on me because it's just turn it on and turn it on, you know.
Right.
Now the new ones, the Mavic 3s, you have to have a new smart controller. You can't use the old one. And the new ones are about $1,200 US.
Holy smokes.
The old ones allow you to run everything OcuSync 2, you know,
Mhm.
but there's an OcuSync 3, I think it is now, on the new Mavic 3s, and they're not compatible to this point. And I don't know whether they will back do that or not, but I'm guessing that it's technology, they just can't do it. You know, you can't turn an Edsel into a Rolls Royce, you know?
Right. I don't know, that drone that I bought, I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah.
90, well, it's an SG 906 Beast 2 is called.
Yeah, and
So it's good.
and you're comfortable with it. I've always said,
Yeah.
Like what you fly and fly what you like. You know,
Mhm.
because there's a certain amount of comfort level.
I spent through, well, with the delivery, because I got it from the US. It came from the US, so $375. So
Yeah,
total.
it's like the Anafi. I had the Anafi thermal that I passed on over to Rob Stanton over in Wisconsin,
Mhm.
and he really loves it. I loved it too, but what I didn't like is as we get older, we like a certain kind of a controller to work the way we think it should work.
Right.
And when you have different models of drones, every controller is a little bit different. It has its pluses and minuses.
Mhm.
And the Anafi controller, I just never really warmed up to it, but it flew good. The thermal imaging did fine. It was a half price of what it was when I bought the DJI Enterprise Duo with the dual camera, thermal and regular. But what I didn't like compared to the DJI was the Anafi. You had to, on the controller, you had to tell it to record in RGB or
Right.
record in thermal, where the Enterprise recorded both in two different files at the same time, so that you could go over and switch back and forth in post and see the thermal of it and the RGB of it.
Well, I did test out the return to home button because I had it up about 100 feet. I thought, well, I'll push this button, see what happens. It
Yeah.
lands in within 5 feet where it took
Yeah.
off.
Sure.
So
And that's what you want to do, is get it back
yeah.
to you.
Yeah. I haven't tried the follow me mode yet, but
See, I don't, even when I'm flying, Ron, I never hit the return to home button. I know it's there. I've
Mhm.
tested it a couple times and it works. And then when it gets over top of me, I cancel it. But I'm a firm believer, because I started flying drones in like 1987, 88. And I want to be the one in control. I don't want the drone flying itself.
Right.
And I know that's stupid, even though they're smart drones, but I fly it. I don't depend on return to home. And I always set my return to home to 400 feet, which is the maximum. So they go up, over and back, so that they're not going to run. It's like the bridge is 265 feet tall. I don't want it smacking into the side of the bridge, you know.
Well, yeah, no, I'm sure Homeland Security would say something about
Yeah,
that.
they wouldn't like that. They don't have a sense of humor when it comes to that.
Well, no. I just got to get my train of thought to start looking at my phone when I'm flying the drone so I can see where it's going. But because I used to fly remote control planes, I'm all used to line of sight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's you know, you gotta put your head on a swivel if you're gonna use your phone, because you gotta look down, look out, look up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the mini, I found one of the reasons I got rid of my original Inspires, I've had 3 different versions of them. They flew perfect. They're awe-inspiring. Anybody sees you fly it, you know, when it takes off and those arms go up like that into the position, and they're fast as hell. They do like 55 miles an hour, but
Oh.
They're using Lightbridge, which is an enhanced version of Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah.
And so when I get down around, you know, like when I go around the south end of the ship as it's going downbound, you know, I'm about maybe a mile or a mile and a quarter away. There's times when I get around there and all of a sudden I lose the video downlink. Well, how can you continue to video if you can't see where the camera's pointed?
Right.
And so I never lost control, but it was the video link. So, and that was enhanced Wi-Fi. So when they came along with OcuSync, I bought one and found it so much better. Now I fly all OcuSync because you can go get around. It's like when I go out in the lake, those ships go out and they go to port a little bit and they go out a channel out into the lake. And if I'm on the ground here north of the bridge, there's a factory between me and them and everything. And I never ever lose connection, even though I'm blocked by a factory and everything else between me. And so that really makes it nice. Because you don't want to lose it over water, that's for sure.
Yeah, no.
Oh, AZ, congratulations. AZ ordered, gosh, when did they first came out with that new Autel Mini? They announced it like in the fall. I think it was like October-ish. And AZ ordered it right away, and they haven't shipped it yet. And most everybody's still waiting for their minis, and they're going to start shipping, AZ says, next week. So that's great.
JD says my mini should be here next week. Should be here. Should have it Thursday. Sorry. Yeah, you should have it Thursday.
JD. Yeah.
There you are.
Mini 2. I've got the Mini 2 and the Mavic 2 Pro. I sold the Mavic 2 Zoom, and so now I fly exclusively all the time as the Air 2S, simply because it's got the big 1-inch sensor on it.
Right. And I think I'm going to paint mine. Seeing as I have an airbrush, I'm going to actually probably, because it's solid black and it's hard to see sometimes.
Oh yeah. Either that or get yourself some of that reflective tape and get it on there and put some stripes on it. Or
well, you know, it's got green lights in the front and red lights in the back, so it's got lights all over it. But
right.
You know, but still, as it goes farther away, where the hell is it?
Yeah, a lot of guys buy those skins for them. You can order those, put a color on it. You get to choose whatever you want for color.
Especially when I get it out so far, I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, geez, and I start turning around. Okay, is it facing me now?
Yeah.
All right. So.
Yeah. Now on that drone, does it give you a compass down in the bottom? Well, of course, you're not watching the monitor.
Yeah. The app that I use has got a compass on it. It gives me the heights, the speed, whatever, how fast it's going.
Shows you what direction it is compared to the controller. Yeah, that's
yeah.
I've only used that on very rare occasions.
Yes, it's got 2 different modes to it, 2 different speed modes. So I clicked it into the second speed mode. So it does about 30 miles an hour.
Yeah. And
So it's
good,
pretty quick for a little thing like that. So
right.
I like it because it's got that, 2-axis gimbal camera. So it goes like this whenever it turns up, down. But I have up, down feature on it too. I can look down if I want for a look
Right.
up. Not bad for $375 for
No, no.
for a beginner to intermediate drone. So,
Autel makes some good drones too. I've had several
Mhm.
different Autels throughout my history, but um, I bought the original Evo and returned it. I didn't like it. What happened was there was an issue with the Autel Evo, um, the light sensitivity on the camera. So like, let's say when I'm flying around a ship and I come around the bow and it goes from dark to light, when
Right.
the light hit it, all of a sudden it did a lens flare and then it would slowly come back. You can't do that when you're flying a ship. So I said, no, 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 for the money, and I sent it back.
Well, I fly with an SD card in this thing all the time.
Yep.
So I can record. I can record right to my phone, but I'd rather put it on the SD card. So,
Yeah,
so
that's what most people do. If you have SD card capabilities, put it on an SD card. Then you got a choice. You can either
yeah,
swap it out.
but not
Yeah.
a bad little drone.
No. You
So
can
there we
either.
are.
Yeah. It's interesting.
So
It's like today's SUVs. They all
yeah,
look a little bit similar.
yeah. Take out and see. There's the camera.
Yeah.
Hang on. Or how about if I just shut my damn green screen? Okay, virtual backgrounds. Where are they? Video settings. Virtual background. Let's turn that. Let's turn it off. None. There we go.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So there's the camera. So
Yeah. Yep.
it goes back and forth, up, down.
3-axis gimbal. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it works pretty good.
Well, good. Well,
So,
it gets you
yeah, not
in the
bad.
air. It gets you in the air, Ron. That's what's important, to get you
Yeah.
practicing your flight skills and everything else.
I still got to try this camera because it's got the look down camera right here.
Oh yeah.
So it's got two cameras on here. It takes 4K pictures and 1080p video, it says. So,
Yeah.
so
Good. Did you hear the latest news blurb today was Toyota is going to start requiring you, when you buy a Toyota car,
yeah.
to pay a monthly fee in order for your electric start and your electric door locks to work and your key fobs.
Boy, they really want to rip people off, don't they?
Yeah, yeah. They want $1 a month, or if you pay annually, it's $89 for the year.
How about you know what you can do with your dollar, and I just ain't going to buy your vehicle.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Another way to milk you. And besides that, what happens? Okay,
Yeah.
so you start paying that and you trade the car in, the next guy, he's going to have to start paying that too, and then he's going to have to start paying that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. It's see how much more money we can squeeze out of this customer.
Yep. And see, in my mind, Ron, that just shows what's wrong with the world today.
Yep.
Business used to be about taking care of the customer and giving them the value, but now business has been taken over by the accountants.
Well, yeah, exactly. And everything was built to last. Now everything is built to break.
That's right. The accountants don't want you to give customer service. They want the customer to pay additionally for customer service.
Yeah, because they want quantity, not quality.
Yep, exactly.
So that's the way it is anymore.
But I look back on it back when I was growing up, it's even business, medium-sized local businesses. It was all about, the owners were in the facilities and they were glad handing and making sure you were happy and everything else. And then their kids got sent to college to become accountants and bookkeepers. And they came back and said, "Oh, why are you spending this here? Oh, we need to save that there. No, we can't do that." And so that was the beginning of the accountants running business, not the business people running the accountants.
Right. See, now you know why they call me the toy man there, Paul, because I have all kinds of toys. I have model trains, I've got drones, and
Yeah.
I got this expensive thing behind me,
Yeah,
the drums.
exactly.
You know, $2,800 drums.
Well, what do they say? A boy and his toys, right?
That's right. And boy and his toys. There you go. So. I used to have a Toyota and I'll never buy another one. So.
Well, back in the 70s and 80s, when they first came out, they were pretty hot, you know. Toyotas, they had the little car, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And AZ just posted his boat chase. I'll share a little bit of it just so you guys can see it. Here's where it started out right there. And he went and chased it across the water. Boy, Bill does some excellent.
Yeah, that's a great shot, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, once I get used to flying mine, I'm going to fly it down the river and I should fly it over the river and follow the terrain of the river going around.
Right.
Just have to get used to looking at my phone. That's the only thing.
Yeah, you're right, AZ. I'm sorry, I misspoke. I was talking about Bill. Yeah, Bill does some fantastic video, and some of his scenes, he really does the job. Hey, here comes Justin.
Oh, who was I watching? I commented on a video. The poor guy, he was out flying his drone. He was playing somebody watching me music. And the guy walks by, the guy flying the drone, didn't even realize it was him.
Yeah.
That was funny. Who the hell was that? I know I subscribed to him because I watched it this morning.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Bill. Justin, what's new?
Not much.
How much?
Another day, huh?
Yeah, I went on that ride along yesterday for my new job, but it's about a week and a half process to do all the hiring process and everything.
Okay.
Oh.
What did you think?
It's easy. I just have to use this. It's almost like a meter that you carry on your side, and it has a laser.
Uh-huh.
You
Mhm.
literally just walk around all the gas lines wherever they tell you to go, and you just scan it.
Oh.
It can read whether there's a gas leak or not. It's pretty easy.
Well, thank you, Bill. It's kind of you to say. I try and do the best videos I can, and there's times when the fingers don't quite act the way you want them to act, and you get a little twitch or whatever. But I guess that's what happens. All of us that fly and record video and whatever, we see the flaws more than the average person sees the flaws.
Mhm.
When I see something, I says, "Oh man," you know.
Hey, whenever I screw something up like that, that's when you'll see the video cut, and I'll cut that part out of it.
Yeah.
Put a nice little transition in the video.
Yeah, put a transition in, fade out. Yep.
B Max Varial Visuals. Do you know him?
VMAX?
Yeah.
No, B Max. B Max.
Oh, BMAX. Yeah.
Yeah, B Max. Yeah, he did to somebody watching me, and I watched this video. And the guy's walking along. He's flying the drone, and he's right there by his pickup. As the guy walks by, didn't realize he's got the controller.
Yep.
That was great. I laughed my ass off on that one. That was great. That was a good shot. The guy kept looking at the drone and was like,
Well, there are definitely times when life in general is humorous. Life isn't always good, bad, or otherwise, but sometimes it's humorous.
My comment was that guy had no clue it was you flying the drone.
Yep. Yep, exactly.
It's only a 45-second video, but still, it was great.
Oh, ain't funny, AZ. Yeah, I have to go to crap, where do you say I had to go?
You have to get some kind of a certification or something, or
No, actually you don't. You have to just do a national background check because it's infrastructure. You have to get
Yeah.
a federal background check. And you have to do your drug test, of course. And then I go for a week's training down in where was it? It was down by Miami. But I'll get the company car and all that stuff so I can just drive down there with that.
yeah. Well, now, will you drive back and forth? Or have to stay down there.
No, they'll pay for a hotel for the week.
Okay.
So
No, look at that. You get job training and vacation all in the same time.
Well,
Yeah,
he lives in Central Florida, so he's
Oh, is he?
yeah. It's not like they were sending him to Colorado,
Oh,
well, the company used to send you, from what I was told, that he said they used to send everybody to Tennessee, but then they stopped doing that because it wasn't cost efficient. So,
Yeah.
which does seem like it's like, why would you not just train with a local crew that's in your area? That doesn't make any sense why you would go all the way to another state like that.
yeah. What kind of drugs are they testing you for?
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah, it's a full screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, because it deals with national security, because it's infrastructure work, that's
Yeah.
why. I'm not a federal employee, but I still kind of strenuous about it.
Paul Hodges is just in line getting his Timmy's.
Oh, there you go.
Tim Hortons. Ah, boy.
Mm-hmm. Gotta get that Timmy Hose coffee.
That's it. Justin, what is mostly McDonald's down there and Dunkin' Donuts, I would imagine.
Yeah, you got Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
And of course, you got a bunch of mom and pop shop donut places and coffee
Sure.
places. But
Northeast Journalist, how you doing? He said hello to all of us.
Hello, journalist. Good to see you.
how's it going, Barry?
Here comes, speaking of Dave, there's Mr. Ennis himself.
Hi, Dave. How are you?
I'm doing good, Ron. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Dave,
Good.
everybody was asking about you first thing this morning.
Oh, well, I didn't get a notice. At least it didn't sound off. It was just came in on my phone and didn't make any noise, so I didn't know it was there. And I was on the phone anyway.
Yeah. So did you get any sleep last night or no?
Yeah, I did.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that earlier in the comments, AZ. That's awesome. Oh, I saw.
Yeah, he's gonna get his mini.
Yeah, I saw you had Hanging with JD on your show last night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had my daughter's concert to go to last night, so I ended up missing it. But I
That's all right. You can't be everywhere all the time, right?
Well, don't. Life happens. You got life things to go. Life becomes before YouTube, right? You got other things to do.
I see we've lost Dave already.
Who?
Dave is hiding around the corner.
I'm not hiding.
Well, we can see. Well, we can see one blade of the ceiling fan.
Yeah.
His phone's always
There,
in the
there he is. Now we saw a microphone and part of
Yeah.
an eye. Did you see
Yeah,
it?
there we go.
Same every day.
Yeah. So anything new with you, Dave? How's the real estate search going?
Just starting to look right now.
Oh, okay.
Are you gonna buy a house, Dave? Is that what you're looking for?
Buy or rent or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Dave has to go up 2 flights of stairs to get to his apartment.
Oh, yeah. Well, I could be.
Yeah. And that's tough for Dave. It's be tough for
Yeah.
any.
Paul, I noticed the other day you finally changed your logo on YouTube.
Mm,
Yeah, I was bopping around doing something and it came up to, I used to have the big orange P, and it says change if you'd like. And I looked at it and it allowed me, I says, well, search. I says, what the hell would I search to? And I found that and I kind of liked it. It's a Peanuts thing, Snoopy and gazing off into the sunset, Kind of reminded me, Dave Ennis has got a Peanuts character too, don't you? When you your camera's off.
I don't know if it's Peanuts or who it's attributed to, but it's Tweety Bird.
Oh, Tweety Bird, that's right, Tweety. Yeah.
Yeah, I know I was bugging you for like 2 months to change that. I was like,
Well, it was unintentional. I ended up at that page point, and I thought, oh, what the hell? The yeah, that's AZ is supposed to get his mini here in the next week or so. So they're
That's
going to be
good.
shipping next week. Good for him.
I mean, Alltel's biggest issue, I think, for the most part, has just been they need to be able to ramp up their manufacturing a little bit better.
Well, they're probably, as a middleman, they're not the biggest and they're not the smallest. They're kind of caught in the middle
Mhm.
Right.
because they're not manufacturing their own stuff. They're designing and everything, but it's the manufacturing stream.
I think they can make a really big dent into DJI if they keep pumping out drones and they can, like I said, if they can get that manufacturing up a little bit, I think they could be a really, really big competitor for them. Because DJI needs somebody almost as big as them. They need a good competitor.
All right, Paul, I gotta drop out. I'm being summoned.
Okay, Ron, you have a great one. Thanks for popping
All right.
in.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me up.
See
Jerome,
you later, Ron.
A63, good to see you. Dave, good to see you. Everybody in the chat, it's good to see you. We'll catch everybody later.
Okay.
Bye.
That was nice of Ron to pop in this morning. Yeah, when you start these streams up, you don't know who you're going to get, where you're going to end up,
Yeah, you never know.
Well, the thing of it is that, life goes on. People have things they want to do,
I heard what you said earlier about that Toyota key. Like, when did they start doing that?
EFOB, that was on the news this morning that they are planning on doing it. And what the news guy says, they hope that the public rises up and tells them, hell no.
Like, why though? Like, that's just squeezing.
Yep. Just squeezing everybody.
That makes no sense. So now you're going to charge people to use their key fob.
Yep.
That's the damn key that comes with their car. It should be fully functional regardless.
Exactly. In fact, the one commentator that was commenting on it said, Well, I don't care if it costs me $300. I go have my own installed auto start and a door unlock or whatever, and they can just take their key fob and shove it, you know?
Well, it's like I was watching a thing, or I was, I got really pissed off when I bought my Chrysler, and in the Uconnect system, which like Jeep and Dodge and all them use,
Yep.
you have to pay like $600 just to unlock the damn GPS in it. And it's like, why would I pay you that much
Yep.
when I can just use my phone's GPS for free?
Right.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to charge me for it, make it a decent price, like $50, $100. That
Right.
I'd be willing to pay to unlock it, but I'm not paying you $600-700 to unlock the GPS in my car. That's insane. That's super expensive. And I don't even use my GPS that much anyway, because I don't really, honestly, I don't leave my hometown here in Florida very often. So, and
Yeah,
I
you
know
pretty much know where you're going.
right. I know my way around the county, and I know my way around, like, Orlando and Tampa, because I've been there so many times.
Right.
So I don't really need my GPS too often. So I'm not going to pay that much to unlock it. That's crazy.
I know. People.
But they'll put all these features in the cars, and then they want you to pay for them. It's like, why do you even put out, like, no, I'm not paying an extra $500 a month for a bunch of extra feature. That's ridiculous. Because, I mean, look at all the crap that Teslas can do in their, system on their cars as far as their, radio and all that. And they don't charge you a bunch of extra crap for that.
No, and the sad part of it is like you say, it's on top of what you already paid for the damn vehicle.
Because what's really cool about Teslas is you can actually set up whatever sound you want on your horn. Like they have so many little features that you can do to the car through the dash console.
Right.
And they don't charge you extra for that stuff.
What do you want, Mia? Mia's over here hovering around me doing, when she wants something, she does this. What do you want?
Paul Hodges.
Hey, Mr. Hodges is coming in.
Oh, AZ says that's for remote start only, but still, like that's. I think I would I would probably not even want to use it.
Hey, there's Santa Paul.
Hey guys, how's it going this morning?
Good. How are you
Hi,
doing?
Paul.
Oh, got a busy day ahead of me.
You got some sign work to do, and
Yeah, I got 5 or 6 signs to do this morning.
wow.
And Mr. Frank the Tank is coming in the house.
Hey, Frank, how's it going? Good morning.
Hi, Frank.
Paul just got here from his run from the school bus through the Timmy's drive-through and then back.
Oh yeah.
Did you get me
It's
anything?
a bastard getting that bus through the drive-through.
Did you get anything?
Huh?
What'd you get me?
Yeah, really, double.
Good.
So Justin, how'd that thing go yesterday? Didn't you have to do a ride along or something?
Yeah, it went good. But the entire hiring process is going to take about another week and a half
Uh,
because they have to do a federal background check, which takes up to a week and a half just to do that. And then I got to do drug tests and all that stuff too.
so the FBI is down your tail.
And then he's got to go to training for what, 1 week or 2?
No, it's just for a week and down by Miami area. I can't remember what town he said it was offhand.
Huh.
But yeah, they're gonna pay for my hotel and then I'll get a company car to be able to drive down there, so I don't have to pay for anything except for just
Okay.
food.
That's good.
So
And
what are
they
you gonna
get-
be? So what are you
what?
gonna be doing, Justin, in order to justify all this crap?
I'll be using just this like special fiber optic meter. It's like a laser meter.
Okay.
Runs fiber optics, and I just go around and scan people's like in residential areas. I'll scan their gas meter And then
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
scan the ground where the gas line is just to make sure there's no leaks.
Oh, cool. Right back, guys. I got a dog barking to come in. Right back.
So, Frank, what have you been up to?
This morning, answering to a lot of Facebook posts on my timeline because everybody's getting a warning saying it's my birthday. So everybody's telling me happy birthday, happy birthday. I'm going crazy answering
Happy
everybody.
birthday.
Thank you.
It's nice but annoying at the same time.
Yes. But it's fun. Today I am working. I'm going to take it easy, but I am working. Thinking of going to Timmy's for lunch.
There you go.
Treat
Well,
myself.
every time I go by Tim Hortons, we've got like 3 of them here in Port Huron, being right next to Canada. You go by Tim Hortons and they've always got a line.
Oh yeah, it's a very popular place to go. That's for sure.
Yeah, I had a cousin that used to own a Tim Hortons. Where did he have Tim Hortons? He owned a Tim Hortons franchise somewhere. I think in the middle of the state or over to the far side of the state or something. Yeah, Lansing area, in the middle of the state. And
Okay. Yeah, it's surprising how many Tim Hortons there is because when I went to New York one year, I found a whole bunch of them all the way there. I was surprised that they had some that deep into the States.
yep, there's a lot of them in the States for sure.
That's
Here
like
we have no more Baskin Robbins. There is no Baskin Robbins around here.
Really?
Nope.
Come to think of it, I haven't seen one of those in a while neither.
Mhm.
And I know there's still a Dairy Queen here.
Yeah, Dairy Queen, there's still some. But Baskin Robbins, that's the States, and it's been taken over, and there's none of them.
I'm in Florida and I haven't seen a Baskin Robbins in a minute.
Oh, really? In Florida?
Well, what kind of is disappearing here are White Castle restaurants.
White
drive
Castle? Okay.
You know, the little Dicky mini burgers, the little sliders. They're getting, but now they have them. If you go to major supermarkets here, you can buy them frozen and just.
Oh my God, dude. Paul, you should have saw when they opened the White Castle down here in Orlando.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that place was backed up for like a month and a half straight.
Oh
Just
wow.
lines for the first 2 days they were open, they had a line over a mile long of people standing in cars
Oh
to
man,
get in.
unbelievable. Hey guys, I got to run to the bath. Paul, keep an eye on it, will you?
Okay.
And Justin and Frank, I'll be back.
Okay, thanks.
Apparently he doesn't trust us, Frank.
No.
I'll be the last one I'd want to trust.
That's just like Chick-fil-A, man. They're busy all the time too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you come down here, like down here in Florida, the Chick-fil-A down from my house, every single day because they're not open on Sundays. And, but they're busy every day, especially during lunchtime. Oh man, it'll take you 30 minutes to get through there.
Wasn't there a big thing a couple of years ago about them not opening on Sundays or something at airports or something? There was some big lawsuit going on.
Well, there's a lawsuit, but they're a Christian company,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they're not open on Sunday. There's
Just
nothing
like-
we can do about it.
The same with In-N-Out too. They're owned by a Christian family or ran by a Christian CEO. Like a lot of if you look on a lot of In-N-Out's packaging on the bottom of them, there's Bible verses underneath them. And you know that company, Chick-fil-A loses like, I want to say they said over $1 billion a year just because they're closed on Sundays. But they do it for religious
really?
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they lose a lot of money every year because of that.
They can probably write part of that off.
Well, I mean, they make tons of money anyway. It's not like they operate in the red anyway. That company is definitely
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
profitable. But yeah, they could be way more profitable by just opening that extra day. But it does kind of give the company itself a little bit of a hype because people on Mondays will jam pack the Chick-fil-A's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, AZ. They both are busy wherever you go.
Oh, that's true. I can't see the chat right now.
You can't see the chat? Cool.
No, well, I'm on my tablet. I'm on my
Okay.
tablet there.
Well, talk about that. I don't even think I've even got the chat up here. Hang on. Well,
That's
geez,
bad.
oh, wow. Hey, yeah, I forgot all about it. There we go. We got the chat now.
Yeah, tonight I usually put a stream and we talk about radio control, but instead I said birthday party. It's my birthday. Let's just have fun and chit chat. Like open subject. Let's go.
I didn't know they were Mormons, AZ.
Who's that?
He
The
said they were
Chick-fil-A
Mormon.
people? They're Mormons. Oh, okay, cool.
I didn't know that. I thought they were just like regular Christian.
Christian. Yeah.
Mormons, they're on a whole different level.
Yeah. Actually, I was baptized Mormon, when I was 8 years old.
No, I didn't see that e-bike that you bought, AZ. Did you post a video about it? Let me see here. I haven't been on YouTube very much the last day or so.
So you got snow up there, Frank, or what?
Yeah, a little bit. It melted a little bit, but there's still some spots that there's a lot of snow. Well, a lot. Like it's maybe an inch or two.
Okay.
It snowed about maybe 3 or 4 inches, and then it started raining. So it melted a little bit, but now it's like a little crust of ice everywhere. So
okay. Yeah.
It's great for radio control because now you can just roll right over it, but you don't.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Now we're green grass here, and actually they're talking what? I don't know what the Celsius is, but they're talking on what 48 degrees Fahrenheit here tomorrow. Is it tomorrow?
Okay.
No, Thursday. Yeah. But then Friday's gonna drop right off, they said. So I don't know. But they're calling for rain here, so where's the weather report here? 32 degrees Fahrenheit, feels like 27.
48 Fahrenheit is 8.8 Celsius.
Yeah. So right now they're talking 55 degrees on Thursday, Fahrenheit, which is plus 13 Celsius on Thursday here.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, here it's right now. Here it's 30 Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
I wish it would just stay cold or hot here, man. In Florida, it's been cold and then hot and then cold.
That's when you get tornadoes. When there's a big temperature change there, that's when it gets bad for temperature.
Yeah.
It really got windy here the other day. Like it was crazy.
Well, you saw all those tornadoes the other day. Killed all those people.
Well, it killed my snowman up front here. I had a blow up snowman. It's down now. It's down for the year.
Yeah, last time I checked, I think they were up to, or last time I heard when they were talking about it the other day, I think they were up to 70 people that died in that.
Yeah, there's still hundreds of people missing, I hear, that not responded.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully people come up. It's crazy how many people got hurt.
Apparently they had a bunch of inmates out there from the prisons helping go through the debris looking for people.
Oh, yeah.
One of the prisons out there. I was reading an article yesterday. Said they were helping with I think it was a candle factory or something that went down.
Okay.
And I think there was an Amazon warehouse that got flattened too, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, part of it, it's the corner of it that got hit.
Yep.
They didn't get a lot of warning, that's for sure.
Yeah, they said that tornado went like 200 miles or something.
Yeah. But
it's 227 miles, I think it was. Yep.
Yeah, it's a record.
Yep.
There's video on Facebook. I saw there's a security camera on the bus, and you see when the bus got flipped over, and you see the driver is there, and all of a sudden, woof, the wind gets it and flips the bus over. Kind of crazy.
Oh, that's nice, AZ. I like that. He put a link in the chat for the e-bike he's getting. Ooh, $1,800. That is a nice looking bike, though.
A lot of people were chatting on some groups and saying an e-bike, you don't really do exercise on an e-bike because it's electric, but it gets you off your ass and it gets you outside and moving. You still pedal once in a while, and at least you're moving. You're doing something. You're not on the couch.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people are using them for, pretty decent trips across cities.
Yeah.
To go to work and stuff, it's not something you want to be pedaling 5 miles to work and be all sweaty and nasty when you get to work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no kidding, mate.
They're just looking for a small, cheap alternative to a car.
Yeah, then while you're in work and somebody steals it.
And like here in Florida in the summertime, you don't want to go out and ride a bike. I mean, you'll feel like crap after about 30 minutes of doing that. You're going to feel
because of the heat and humidity really get you.
But you get on an e-bike and you just cruise along, and you don't really have to use your own energy to do it. It kind of enjoy it a little bit more.
Well, it solves your parking problems too, right?
Yeah, and that one that AZ got, it folds up into like real compact.
Right.
Like if you work in an office or something, you can just take it in there and throw it behind your desk. And then that's another good thing. AZ pointed out he wants to use it for follow me functionality. So you can do some little follow me videos, Makes it good for that too.
Yeah, when he's on the bike, sure.
I actually wanted to get an electric scooter, one of the adult ones. It goes like 30, 40. I wanted to get one of those just for doing that, doing some videos.
So Frank, any big plans for the birthday today with the family or?
Oh no, I'm gonna have my birthday cake, which is every year's the same thing. It's a McCain Deep and Delicious.
Uh-huh.
That's my favorite cake. It's a marble, deep and delicious, and we're gonna have supper here and just relax. That's it.
Kick back and just take another day, right?
Yep.
Well, that's kind of like what Christmas is for most people. It's just another day, but for the youngins, it's different. Yeah.
Yeah. It's for party time.
Yep. Exactly.
No, and for my birthday gifts, my wife last week, she goes, "You didn't give me your list for birthday yet or what you wanted." So he says, "I don't have time to go shopping anymore. The time is like, I can't order it on Amazon. I can't do anything because it's going to take too long to get here."
Right.
I look at it, okay, don't worry, I got it. So I went on Amazon and I ordered everything I wanted. And then I said, order. And then they shipped it here, gave her the box. I go, here's my gifts. Wrap it up and give it to me. It's the same as giving her a list. If I give her a list, she's going to get everything on the list. So it's just
exactly
putting it up there.
Yep.
The only thing I like about Christmas is watching my kids enjoy it. But other than that, I can't.
Yeah, and that's what
stresses
exactly.
me out.
Yeah, that's what I was telling my wife, because she opened up the cupboard in our room, and she goes, "Look at all the gifts. That's all for Seb, and we got nothing in there." I go, "That's okay. We buy ourselves gifts daily. When we need something, we just go and get it."
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
I mean, that's honestly true, because if I want a new drone, I'm just going to go buy it.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't really matter. If I got the extra money, I'm going to go buy it. So,
because if you really have to dig in your head, okay, what do I want for Christmas? And you got having a hard time figuring what you need, you don't really need it, because you're digging so much to try to figure out what gift to get. To me, it's ridiculous.
well, it just stresses me out because I want to make sure the kids have a good Christmas.
Yes. Yeah.
So I don't really enjoy it except for Christmas morning watching them have fun opening it. Because I remember Because, as an adult, you don't really get that feeling too often as you do as a kid when it's, your
Yeah.
birthday, Christmas. You might get that when you buy yourself a new drone or something, you get that short little time of feeling when you're first opening it. And then it kind of fades off pretty quick.
And we got a dog last year, and his birthday's coming up. I think it's December 18th. So it's a little dog, and it's going to be his first birthday. So it's going to be his first Christmas with us. So my wife got him some things that are very smelly. She's going to wrap it up, and we want him to actually open up the gifts. So we'll see how that's going to go. Chew up the box. Go.
Well, Lynn has a cat, just loves boxes. If she gets delivery that has box in it, especially if it's got that crinkle paper in there or whatever, that cat jumps in that box and will lay down in there and sleep in there and just go crazy. It's a new box. Oh boy,
Cool.
Well, my sister just called the nursing home where Bonnie is. Can't go visit.
I know.
No. Just waiting to hear the final answer here, but I can call back later. But see, her wing, I think they said they got influenza there, so they're shutting her wing down.
Wow.
Always something, ain't it, Paul?
All the crap this girl's been going through, now this. And the thing is, I can't go visit her.
So I say it's always something keeping you from being able to go visit and all that.
If it wasn't COVID, it was something else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she just said that I know that I called last night not to come in because of possible flu. She said it's still in effect. Don't know if it's precautionary still or not. It doesn't say. They don't know yet, probably. Because last night they called me, told me not to come out because they always know me and that I go out there usually at night, right? And they called me before I went last night and said, don't come.
Okay.
You need to pull that tello off the wall and fly it around. I haven't even flown that. Jim sent that to me.
Yeah.
He had like two, like Jim's always has 2 or 3 of everything that he doesn't use.
So Frank, you got everything you wanted for your birthday.
Yep.
And Christmas is covered too, I guess.
Yep. Well, me and my wife, it's kind of boring this year. I told her, don't bother about buying us gifts because what I really want for the house, is a new couch, is a love seat. So, because my recliner is kind of screwed up, it doesn't go up anymore. So I told her, let's get a recliner, a love seat this time. So that's like $1,700. Like, okay.
Is it a love seat recliner or just a love seat?
No, a recliner love seat. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are nice.
I used to always favor lazy boys.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
then once you get caught in a lazy boy and it doesn't want to come back down, that really pisses you off. Because here's a big fat man and a lazy boy trying to flip. The handle don't want to flip and the legs don't want to go down, and you're reclined back like I was like, what the hell?
Yep.
Then you got to figure out how to climb out of that son of a gun because it's tilted the back, and yeah.
Oh, about 6 years ago, Paul, I bought a brand new recliner. Didn't even have it a week, and I was sitting in it. And my wife was being funny and jumped in the recliner on top of me. And it went back, bent, never worked right again after that. Didn't even have it a week.
Look at that. This is an e-bike.
A Ducati e-bike. Cool.
Yeah, it's 72 volts. It says fast, but
that is a nice looking bike, though.
$3,000.
Yeah, $3,000.
That's not bad though for a Ducati.
Especially that's 3,000 Canadian.
Yep.
Paul?
Yeah, well, it's local, eh? We're over here in London, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
So that'd be like 2,400 US, right?
Yeah, well, that's yeah, you're gonna buy it with American funds, but that's a used one, eh? That's not new.
Yeah. Looks almost like new.
Yeah, yeah.
I love the look of Ducatis. They have such a sleek look to them, and they're
Mhm.
all handmade too. A lot of all their products,
Yeah.
like they're all assembled by hand. I watched a couple of, or watched a documentary on the Ducati plant. They actually treat their workers quite well there. They get like 2-hour lunch breaks.
Wow.
I want to see how much one of those costs new.
What, the Ducati?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm curious what it costs brand new. Because that just seemed really cheap for a Ducati, anything with their name on it.
Yeah.
Ducati e-bikes.
Yeah, the sun's out here. No wind.
Yeah, we're good here, son.
Yeah, it's 49 here.
38 here, and I probably about 30, 38, 37 where Paul Hodges is.
I think it was only about 32 here a few minutes ago. but
Justin's going to make us feel bad. His temperature is probably 68,
yeah, we're just
69.
60. Frank, how's the temp over there? Is it cold, chilly, or?
Right now it's 30 Fahrenheit.
Yeah,
Yeah, 30.2 Fahrenheit right now,
that's what I call brisk.
or -1 in Canadian. While I'm talking to you guys, I'm actually looking at my other screen just on top doing AutoCAD, doing a system design for the work I do.
Of course, we could all be over here.
I can't find that Ducati bike anywhere.
It looks like those people are dressed up like Star Trek people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the one guy pulling his girlfriend or whatever around in a sled.
that's that Christmas village. Oh yeah, Santa Claus village or whatever. Yeah.
I think that's Romania.
That's how every town looks in every single Hallmark Christmas movie.
Yep.
Really.
Oh, looks like a client wants to talk to me, so I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay, Frank. Hey, thanks.
Hey,
for
Frank.
Later, Frank.
Later.
Hi,
Talk to you
Frank.
guys later.
I'm not going to be too much longer. I'm going to finish my coffee and then I got to head out because I got about 5 signs to do today. So
Yeah.
What do you actually do, Paul, when you say signs? Like,
real estate.
okay.
Houses going up for sale. You know, the white post, goes up with the
Yeah.
sign hanging out.
He,
Yeah.
Okay.
he's
Yeah.
got contracts and he puts them all up for all the realtors.
Yeah, I got quite a few agents, about 30 agents I deal with. So mind you, it's quiet right now, but I'm surprised we're getting this many this close to Christmas, actually.
And what that leads into, Justin, is he's able to fly the properties and then turn the photos over to them,
Yeah, so I do aerials, and
Well, I
not
knew you
all
did
of them, but
I knew you did the aerials. I just wasn't sure if like the sign thing was some kind of other side job you had or something.
no. Well,
No.
I drive school bus, but anyways,
Right.
but the signs, it's just a little extra money at the end of the month, right? You can't make a living off of it unless you're a lot bigger than what I am. But I got 5 or 6 agencies that I deal with, like Coldwell Banker, I got Remax, I got Elgin, I've got Oh, I got a few independents too, but those are some of the bigger names, right? So,
It doesn't take long to put one of those up, huh?
oh,
Because
no,
I've
3,
seen
4
real
minutes.
estate. Yeah, I've seen real estate agents come through and they'd have it up quicker than I could open the front door.
We got a lot of real estate agents don't want to get their hands dirty, right?
Hey, Ron, how you doing? And he gets paid for taking it down and putting it up. And what do you got? How many signs you got in the garage there, Paul?
Well, I got signs here and I got some down at my sister's in a big shed down there, but I own about 300 posts altogether. And steel stake, all you do is drive a T-bar into the ground, sticks up about 1.5 feet, put the post up beside it, screw it, and hang the sign out of here. It don't take long to do.
Yeah.
It's more driving than it is anything. I mean, but I'll actually up here, Justin, I get more agents in the wintertime because, the ground's hard, right?
Right.
Or, they can't get the posts out or they're always struggling or whatever. So end up with a few more agents during the wintertime than I do the summertime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
the
you
few
doing,
houses.
Ron?
What's up, Ron?
Hey, I just wanted to pop in for a couple minutes and say hi and wish everybody a nice Christmas. I'm probably gonna be off YouTube for a while. I might join with Jim tonight, but getting ready to go back to work in a few days. And then when I get home, as long as we're not getting a blizzard or anything, I'm packing a bag and heading for the mountains. So,
Oh, cool.
yeah,
Well, good. You'll get some good pictures there.
I'm hoping. Found out from a friend of a friend kind of where to go. It's going to require some hiking, and it's a little bit sketchy territory, but I'm willing to give it a try. But I said sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get that picture,
Right.
Yep.
I sat
Cool.
on the edge of the road yesterday for hour 15 minutes. One of the photos I've been wanting to get is a red fox in a winter setting, and he just would not come out of that high grass. He's only 30 yards from me. He was just in there chasing mice and just couldn't get him to come out of that high grass. I saw him in there. I'm watching him, but like, damn.
It's
So,
funny. I was looking on Facebook this morning there earlier, and somebody was sitting in their vehicle, and a fox came down the road, came up and stopped. He had put his window down and was sitting there right beside him, not even 10 feet from him.
okay.
Right in the middle of the road looking at him. Just
Yeah. Do you ever, I'll tell you a really neat page to go to on Facebook. You have to join. It's called Wyoming Through the Lens.
Okay.
And, there's an administrator, and you submit, hey, I want to join. This is why. But you're only allowed to submit photos from Wyoming. But man, some of the pictures people get, the wildlife photos, just incredible.
Yeah.
And one of the ones that makes me really jealous are the grizzly and the cubs. There's hopefully a better opportunity for me now that I'm so much closer, and I'll be hitting that a lot this
At this
spring.
point in time, Ron, what is it from memory your favorite photograph of yours?
Not National Geographic.
Yeah, okay, Matt. There is maybe the one eagle picture and the one moose picture. One of the most challenging was I was living in Pennsylvania, and there was a nest on top of a high tension power, station.
Uh-huh.
And I had, back in the day, it was a technique called Digiscoping, where you used to take the little compact digital cameras. The Nikon used to make like a Coolpix camera. And if you look at the inside of the lens, there's threads in there. And there was a company called Eagle Eye Optics, and they made an adapter to screw into the lens. And then you had to tell them what type of spotting scope that you had. And so you used a camera and a spotting scope, and it gave you like a 3,000-4,000 millimeter lens. But where I had to climb up this mountain so I could actually get above the nest to kind of look down into it. But I had, well, let me show you. It's hanging in my living room.
I think Ron needs to take all his pictures and put them in a book and try to get it published.
Yeah, like a cocktail table book. Yep.
Yeah, to try to get it published. I'd even send it to National Geographic, see if they'd like your photos.
This photo's probably 15 years old, but I caught these two baby eagle chicks.
Oh, that's nice.
I watched them from the day they hatched till they left the nest, which was
Wow.
13 weeks. Yeah. So,
You know, people love to watch stuff like that. You know, when they do those live cams of like the eagle nests and stuff.
Right.
yeah.
Thousands of people will be watching that 24 hours a day. Just sitting there watching these things.
One of the ones I'll try to get again in August will be in Alaska. Every evening, dinner is at 6 every evening, and we come back into the lodge. They want everybody to be in the lodge by 8:30. So what I do is I come in, and the sad part is they're really, really delicious, unbelievable meals. But I just gobble down my dinner. See you guys. And I run back to the dock, and I have the deckhands because you really can't. It's a little risky docking or getting that boat up to that island. But what I do is I have the deckhands run me out there, and they drop me off on this island out in the middle of the bay. And I just sit out there for about 2 hours every night by myself. And I sit out there with a camera and wait for the whales to breach. And there's a bunch of little feeder fish right in that real shallow area. You can sometimes see 15, 20 in a couple hours. But I want to get a real good focus. One of those, you never know when the whales are going to breach unless you're sitting there the whole time with a camera. You know, this lady here, oh my God.
Have you ever thought of doing a book like of all your photos, Ron?
Yeah. This is not mine, but this gives you a realization of what actually happened to us last year. The last day of fishing, I actually had my buddies, I had caught my limit for the day, and I'm like, you know what? Take me to the island, pick me up at dinner time on the way back into the lodge. They left me there for about 3 hours. They dropped me off. This island's only, I don't know, 30, 40 yards long and 30 yards wide at the most. But as soon as they dropped me off, they pulled back out, and there was one whale that breached in front of them that I just wish I had the camera ready. But this one here, what the hell is it? Was an example of the one when I was driving the boat that jumped out in front of us. Imagine this jumping out in front of you. This whale was even closer.
Ooh, wow.
But this lady that was at the lodge, her husband was fishing, and she was just sitting there with the camera. But look how damn big that whale is compared to that boat.
That's a blue whale, isn't it?
That's a humpback.
Oh man, that thing is huge. That boat looks small.
Yeah, I know. But the one that breached in front of us was closer. And I'd just gotten up on the wheel, we used to take turns driving, and I just gotten on the wheel and I just started to throw the throttles forward, and man, my one buddy yelled, "Ron, look the blankety blank out." And I looked out in front of me. I'm like, holy shit. And I grabbed the throttles, threw it in reverse. And when he came down, his tail hit the front, the bow of the boat and spun us. Thank God it didn't flip us. But man, oh man. But that would have been a photo of a lifetime.
That almost makes you wish you had a dash cam, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know, but yeah, I have no plans for Christmas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to Yellowstone on the 23rd when I get home. So.
Hey, Ron, Lynn was asking me if you ever watched her dad's a video.
I did. I started to watch it the other night, and then I didn't get finished with it. And I got really tired the other night, and I went in and just laid down.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty amazing. Have you or her or somebody resend me that link?
You can just look it up in YouTube under "Sworn to Return."
Let me write that down.
You just type in "Sworn to Return," and the title is it's because when he left to go into the service, he swore to his mother that he would return.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's all the trials and tribulations he went through when he was over there. It's an incredible documentary. And what's nice is, while he was still alive, he was able to be interviewed and tell his story.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the conversation with her the other night, just because helicopters and.
Yeah. She enjoyed it too.
Yeah. I've never really met her. But she seems like she's had quite an exciting life.
Yep, she has.
So all those years flying in the helicopters, Ron, have you ever thought about getting your license to fly or no?
I have, but I'll tell you, Justin, it's big.
It's pricey. Yeah.
Very pricey.
How much is it? I can't remember. Back when I looked at it years and years and years ago, it was like $2,500 an hour just to rent the helicopter to practice. And
so is it
my
more
one buddy? He was
plane?
actually a paramedic I worked with. He went and got his, and when he soloed, by the time he was done, he had 30 grand. Now, with that was just in a single engine. Now to go get your instrument rating, to get your twin engine, you're probably looking double that. Obviously the military is the way to go. But I wish, in many ways, I wish I would have went into the military, and but hey, too late now.
So is it more expensive doing a helicopter than a plane to get your
Oh,
license?
heavens, yes.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. You can get
Probably
a private
more than
pilot.
double.
Around here, you get a private pilot for about $5,000 or $6,000, but a helicopter, because there is no private pilot in helicopter, it's all commercial. It's like, I think right now it's 110,000 here in Canada.
Jesus.
JD put posted in the chat. The link he posted is to Sworn to Return. So
Okay.
But yeah, Sworn to Return. You can just type it in, and it's quite a documentary.
Yeah.
But Ron, as far as getting your license, if I was in your situation where you're around people that are flying all the time, I'd be really tempted, just because of lots of times you can learn a lot from other pilots,
I, would never admit this, but I probably got, I don't know, somewhere between 100 and 200 hours of stick time. When I lived in Pennsylvania, we had a neighboring program. Matter of fact, the pilot this happened to used to work for us, and he moved about an hour and a half north, and he got a job with another flight program. Mike was a hell of a nice guy. He was a school teacher, but he was on his way back from a mission one day, and thank God they were where they were. But he told his med crew. Matter of fact, we actually had their paramedic and nurse come to a safety conference that we had one time, and they told the story and how they reacted and did crew resource management and all that.
Yep.
But Mike apparently said, "Guys, we need to land." He goes, "I don't feel good." And they said, "We're 5 miles from home." He's, "I need to land now." And Pottstown Hospital was apparently like half a mile away. And there was a helipad there, and these guys were landing now. And he took it down, he landed. They said within 30 seconds he was unconscious.
Wow.
So from that point, it was about 3 months later is when we actually got our new helicopter, and it had dual controls in it. And the pilots, if they trusted you, had faith in you, felt comfortable, on the way home, almost every time from every mission, they would give you stick time and they would teach you.
Yep.
My longest flight ever was we went up to Lake Placid, New York, and we got about 10 miles from the pickup hospital. We were doing an interfacility transfer, and they canceled us, said the patient passed away. So we turned around and come home, and the pilot said, "You want to drive it home?" And I'm like, "Sure." So they just kicked back, and he's sitting there reading a book, and I'm flying.
So as long as an apocalypse hits, you can come to God and swoop me up, right?
Probably much, yeah.
Okay.
Probably good.
It's good to know.
When I left Pennsylvania, I went out to the Army base in California, and the big company I was working for, they made it quite clear in orientation, no med crew will ever touch the controls of any aircraft that you're in. But there were a few rules that were broken. We had one pilot that, matter of fact, he's the guy, the friend I lost. He died of the H1N1 flu virus. And little Hawaiian guy, about 5'2". We used to call him the Flying Hawaiian, but super guy. But he taught me a lot. And when we worked on the Army base, the pilots had to maintain, according to the contract from the U.S. military, the lieutenant colonel that wrote up the contract said that all medics will meet this criteria, nurses will meet this criteria, and pilots will. The pilots had to maintain so many hours of flight time per month. So if we weren't getting enough missions, the pilots would go out and go for a cruise and go with them.
Yep.
And they'd give you some sick time. But he used to teach me a lot of things like situational awareness. Like we'd climb up to 5,000-6,000 feet. He'd have me put my chin down on my chest and close my eyes. And then he would start doing this, then he'd say, "Open up your eyes and grab the controls." Like, whoa. But it taught you different things,
Oh yeah, that's great. That's great.
Well, the thing of it is, the reason I say that is, it's about time that maybe they've evolved a little bit, that maybe you guys should be semi-trained as backup pilots.
When I set up, on our way, the flight program I work with now,
Let's go outside.
the medic is usually up. The nurses don't want anything to do with it, but our medics sit up front with a pilot on the way out to a mission and on the way home. And there's a lot that we do up there. We help with navigation, with the GPS, radio communications, where there's second set of eyes out the windows at all times. I'm constantly scanning the gauges too. I mean, there's times I've scanned the gauges and found problems. I remember the day that one helicopter I was in, the torque gauge was having a seizure, and I asked the pilot, "What's going on with engine number 2?" And he goes, "Oh shit, we're losing engine number 2." And I'm like, crap. So yeah, there's a lot we do. They teach us a lot, but the one I'm in now has a single control and that's it. So if something happens to him, we're kind of screwed.
Yep. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I got to burn out here. I got to go do some work. So
see you, Paul. Paul, how is your wife? Is she doing okay?
Yes and no. I guess so. Of course, she's never going to get better, right? But I was going to go visit her last night. The nursing home called me and said, "Don't come. we think we have an outbreak of the influenza. So, and my sister just called him a few minutes ago and said, "Yep, don't come." So we're waiting to hear what's going on. So, so all the things she'd gone through, with the,
The surgery and everything.
everything, just now this, right? So,
I wish her the best.
Give Bonnie our love.
yep, I will, guys. But like I said, I got 5 times I got to do, and some are out of town, so I got to run. So,
Take
Okay,
care.
Paul, we'll see you.
see you guys. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Well, I'm gonna call it a day myself, and
Yep, I think we're probably gonna call it a day here as well. We're down to 8 people watching. I'd like to thank everybody for coming in. Ron, especially you. You're always welcome. And Justin, the same thing.
All right.
And everybody in the chat, thanks for being here. And we'll see all of you again next time.
have a good holiday, guys, if I don't see you.
Yep, same to you.
Well,
Merry
if I see you tonight, Ron,
Yeah,
I'll see
maybe
you.
tonight, Justin, but probably after that, I'm not sure when I'll be back.